What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Talkin Sports with Jake. We got another great show for you guys. We got free agency for MLB. It's not officially starting, but the offseason's underway. They can officially start signing contract, I believe, tomorrow. Of course, like I mentioned the other day, Edwin Diaz has already re-signed with the Mets. Obviously, he can't officially put pen to paper, but that's what they will be doing. 5 years, $102 million. Free agency will be interesting. Of course, we have probably the greatest contract year ever, at least MLB history, if not all of sports history. Aaron Judge, American League record 62 home runs. He's hitting the open market. Will he go back to the Yankees or the San Francisco Giants? Definitely want him. So we'll see where he goes. A lot of shortstops in the market. Trey Turner with the Dodgers. Dansby Swanson with Atlanta. Xander Bogaerts in Boston just opted out of his contract. So there's a lot of really good shortstops that are available. Obviously with Jacob deGrom, who went healthy, is the best pitcher in baseball. What will he get? Can he get a 4-year deal that he wants? Despite being 35 years old and all the injuries he's battled these last 2 years. Do the Mets retain him? I hope they retain him, but we'll see what happens. Should be a very exciting free agency period. With that out of the way, let's talk some hockey. Coyotes over the Sabres, 4-1. Canadiens over the Red Wings, 3-2 in a shootout. Islanders over the Rangers, 4-3. I'm very upset as a Rangers fan. They had both 3-1 third period lead. Devils over the Flames, 3-2. Canucks over the Senators, 6-4. Senators have definitely slowed down through a hot start. They dropped to 4-8. Flyers over the Blues, 5-1. And Flyers also a good start, 7-3-2. You had the Golden Knights over the Maple Leafs, 4-3 in overtime. Golden Knights 12-2. The goaltending has done a lot more than hold up. 12-2, them might be the best team in the NHL. We all knew if they had good goaltending, they would be a cup contender. After Robert Leonard went down, I didn't really have a ton of depth behind them. And anybody else, we were like, I don't think they can hold up, and if they can hold up, I'm not even sure if they'll make the playoff. But it's held up, and they're 12-2. Oilers over the Lightning, 3-2. Lightning continue to look a little bit off this year, 7-5-1. Far from terrible, but not the typical Lightning we're used to. Jets over the Stars, 6-1. Kraken over the Predators, 5-1. Kraken look like a much improved team. They are 8-4-2 this year, and the Kings shut out the Wild 1-0. The college basketball is just underway. We had some games last night. Shout out to Sacred Heart. They won their first game of the season. They went into Hartford's building and they defeated them 77-70. A lot of their transfers look good, including Riley who had 23 points. So they're off to a good start. Kudos to Sacred Heart University there. Georgetown picked up a win over Coppin State, 99-89. You had San Jose State over Georgia Southern, 63-48. Not a lot of good teams are playing last night. South Carolina over South Carolina State, 80-77. Duquesne over Montana, 91-63. East Carolina over Mercer, 75-77. Detroit Mercy over Rochester, 93-65. Like I said, again, these are all not good teams. All right, we got Purdue beat Milwaukee, 84-53. Providence squeaks by Rider, 66-65. Kudos to Rider for putting up a fight. Rider's athletics are not very sufficient, and Providence had a really good year last year. So kudos to them, losing by 1 in Albany over Immaculata, 74-47. Immaculata, where is that? Who knows? Now on to NBA, to some little more competitive games, obviously here in the NBA. On Monday, there was a bunch of games. There was actually, scratch that, there was no games yesterday because it was election day. I hope you all got out and voted. For college football, we're going to get to my game picks now. College football for this week. It's a big week as nears the home stretch for college football. Of course, they start a week before the NFL season, and then they finish a little bit earlier. We got on Friday, number 8 USC against Colorado. Definitely taking USC. Cardinals horrible this year. Cardinals is 1-8 this year. Number 2 Ohio State against Indiana. Ohio State should cruise. Number 5 Tennessee against Missouri. Definitely taking Tennessee. LSU is now all of a sudden ranked 7th in the country, number 3rd best team in the SEC. They play Arkansas. I'll take LSU. Number 20 Notre Dame against Navy. I'm taking Notre Dame. Purdue against number 21 Illinois. I'll take Illinois. Vanderbilt against number 24 Kentucky. Vanderbilt's terrible. I'll take Kentucky. Nebraska against number 3 Michigan. Ohio State, Michigan, the Big Ten Championship is going to be really exciting this year. I'll take Nebraska. Number 9 Alabama against number 11 Ole Miss. Alabama is not playing for a spot in the national championship this year. First time in God knows how long. I think it's a good game, but I am taking Alabama. You got Louisville against number 10 Clemson. I'm taking Clemson. Maryland against number 14 Penn State. I'm taking Penn State. You're trying to keep up with Michigan and Ohio State in the Big Ten. Number 16 NC State against Boston College. I'm taking NC State. Number 22 UCF against number 17 Tulane. Both in the American Conference. Both are definitely having a lot better years than expected. No, I'll take Tulane. Tulane's playing some good football right now. Number 1 Georgia against Mississippi State. Georgia by a lot. Number 25 Washington against number 6 Oregon. Oregon up to 6th in the country. Leading the Pac-12 right now. I'll take Oregon. Number 19 Kansas State against Baylor. I'm gonna take Baylor, and they have an upset. Kansas State, they're playing some really good football. Now they're struggling a little bit. Number 4 TCU. TCU is ranked 4th in the country. Wow, against number 18 Texas. I'll take TCU. Still has not lost yet. Number 15 UNC against Wake Forest. I'll take UNC. Appears to be the top threat to Clemson at this point. Number 23 Florida State against Syracuse. I'll take Florida State. Stanford against number 13 Utah. I'll take Utah. And Arizona against number 12 UCLA. I'll take UCLA. Pac-12 is very good this year. You got Oregon, USC, Utah, UCLA, and Utah all in the top 13. Now for my NFL game picks. Thursday Night Football tomorrow night. Falcons, Panthers. I'll take Atlanta to beat Carolina again. Carolina is horrible. PJ Walker was horrendous last week. Got benched for Baker Mayfield. Actually played pretty well in relief, but they're going back to PJ Walker again. That team's a mess. Falcons were somehow tied for first in that division at 4-5. I think they pick up a win. They've been a lot better than expected. Seahawks and Buccaneers. Ooh, Seahawks with a big surprise. Geno's having a career year. They're 6-3. They're in first place in their division. Bucks, they're tied for third, but obviously have not been great. They are just 4-5. Tom Brady looks washed. They got some injuries on the offensive line. I'm gonna take Tampa, actually. That's a good game in London at 9:30. When you saw Bucks Seahawks on the schedule, you thought probably going to be a blowout. Now it's looking a good game, but I am going to take Tampa. I'll take Tom Brady in that one. I'm not like Brady, and he's washed, but he's still one of the greatest of all time. It's not the greatest of all time. So I'll take the Bucks in that one. 1 o'clock, Vikings, Bills should be a really good game. But I'm going to take Minnesota. I'm not sure if Josh Allen is going to play. He might miss the game if he's got a UCL injury in his elbow. He hurt it against the Jets. He might not play. If it's Case Keenum facing his former team, I definitely don't think they win. Even if Allen does play, he's not going to be 100%. Bills got a bunch of injuries on defense. Vikings offense looks scary. After picking up T.J. Hockenson, I'll take Minnesota, who is 7-1. They are the real deal this year. And of course, Kirk Cousins at 1 o'clock is fantastic. Lions, Bears. I'm taking the Bears. Lions defense is playing a lot better, but Justin Fields is starting to really come into his own. Lions offense, although has starting to fall off now. I'll take the Bears. Jaguars, Chiefs. I'll take the Chiefs. Jaguars, they have looked really bad after they started off 2-1. They lose 5 in a row. They were able to come back and beat the Raiders, but the Raiders can't hold the lead for their life. So I'll take the Chiefs in that one. Browns, Dolphins. I'll take Miami. Miami's firing on all cylinders right now. The AFC East is going to be really fun to watch. The Bills at 6-2 might be the league's best team. Might not even win their division. The Jets are 6-3. The Jets all of a sudden they're good. Dolphins are right there at 6-3. Even the Patriots were 5-4. I'll take Miami. against Cleveland. Texans, Giants. I'll take the Giants. Texans might be the worst team in the NFL. Giants are playing some good football. They're coming off a bye. I'll take the Giants. Saints, Steelers. Two teams that are not very good. Steelers could get TJ Watt back. We're not sure. I'll take the Saints. Saints have a ton of injuries right now. Andy Dalton's not the greatest, but he's been okay. Been serviceable. Kenny Pickett's now look good. But the Steelers, they're just, I think, even more of a mess. Saints are a mess, but it's really, when this team is at full strength, I think they're a pretty good team, but they're just not even close to at full strength. So the Steelers, yes, they're missing TJ Watt. They got a couple other guys out. They're a dumpster fire. They got, they go Kenny Pickett, the rookie quarterback starting. He's really struggling. Najee Harris, the shell of himself. They just trade Claypool, so they lose one of their better receivers. I agree with him getting a second-round pick back from him. That's a good return. But you just trade him. The O-line's not good, but the defense is banged up. The play calling with Matt Canada is horrible. Mike Tomlin's going to have his first losing season ever. I'll take the Saints. Broncos, Titans. I'm taking Tennessee. They put up a real good fight against Kansas City. He had a controversial penalty on the second two-point conversion try. So the first one was also negated by a penalty on Kelsey. They called defensive passing interference. Kelsey, the defender was kind of grabbing him, and then Kelsey ripped his helmet off. I thought I thought they both interfered with each other. I think you called DPI on the defender, and then you get Kelsey maybe for offensive PI. I think they offset. But Titans almost won that game with their backup quarterback. Malik Willis has not looked good. He's on the why he doesn't want to throw the ball. But I do have Derrick Henry, and the Titans defense is good, and the Broncos offense is egregious. So I'll take Tennessee. 405, Colts Raiders. Jeff Saturday making his head coaching debut. That's so baffling. They got a guy who was 3-7 in his last year coaching high school. Is a consultant, but because he went to 6 Pro Bowls, God knows how many years ago with the Colts as an offensive lineman, as a center, he gets the promotion, and they have a 30-year-old, and their 30-year-old assistant quarterbacks coach is their play caller. And what's going on there? The Raiders are horrible. Colts also bad, probably not as bad. I'll take the Raiders. I just don't know what the Colts are doing right at this point. Cowboys, Packers, 425. I don't like Dallas, but I'm taking Dallas. They have an outstanding defense, maybe the best defense in the NFC. The Green Bay Packers are lost. Rodgers looks washed. LaFleur's play calling has been shaky at best. They got no receivers. Dallas has got enough offense. Looks like might get Zeke back as well. I'll take Dallas. I think everybody loses again. 425, Cardinals against the Rams. Two struggling teams. Both teams are teams we thought could make the playoffs, especially the Rams coming off a Super Bowl championship. We thought they could even go back. I don't think the Rams even sniffed the playoffs this year. I'll take the Rams. Kyrus is too busy playing Call of Duty. The Buda Baker speech, I don't think he's probably too busy playing Call of Duty anyway. His heart's not in it. He's not a leader. He's always arguing, always yelling at his coach and yelling at DeAndre Hopkins and his receivers. Meanwhile, he's the one who's throwing the ball to the freaking air. The Rams offense looks pretty bad as well. Stafford's washed. Cam Akers all of a sudden is back in the fold. That being said, you get 3 carries last week, I think. So both teams aren't going to the playoff, but I'll take the Rams. Sunday Night Football, Chargers, Niners should be a really good game. I'm going to take the Chargers. They're banged up for sure. Minna had their top 2 receivers, and they only beat Atlanta by a field goal, but Herbert's playing the rib injury, but I trust Herbert. The Niners, yes, they got McCaffrey and all these pieces, but I don't trust Jimmy G in the big games. I'll take the Chargers. And Monday Night Football, Commanders, Eagles 8-0. I think they go 9-0. They are rolling. Jalen Hurts taking a major step forward. A.J. Brown's been a huge pickup. They're running the football. They got top 5 defense in the league. Nick Sirianni, I love Nick Sirianni. He's a fantastic coach. Sirianni has played pretty well. Fans have looked better with him than they did with Carson Wentz. I hope he keeps the job even when Wentz comes back. Shout out to Brian Robinson for everything he's overcome. Same with head coach Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera, I think, is off the hot seat at this point. But I'm taking the Eagles to remain undefeated. By the way, the Ravens, Patriots, Jets, and Bengals are all on bye. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Until next time, so long, and have a great day.